I'm just gonna hit record. I actually have some good news to share to everybody. A lot of news actually. First one, which you may have noticed, is that I started streaming on YouTube as well. It's something I'm trying out to the whole multi-streaming thing. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if something is gonna break or anything like that, so I guess here's hoping, right, that all goes well. Another major development. Let me fix my mic actually. I'm a little picky. It's got to be right in the middle. Another major development. I actually did figure out the whole keyboard and mouse movement for it with the piano. So, I have move left, move right, back, forward. So that'll do it too fast, right? I even have crouch. I have space so I can fly around. I even have control. If I want to sprint, I have to do both of those together. And also the most important thing, I actually have mouse controls. Oh man. So I can look up, left, right, down. I have left click. I have right click as well. So let's say I want to teleport somewhere, right? Just look around with my mouse. There we go. That's the right click. I even have a scroll wheel. So I'm pretty sure with that, everything should be ready. And also the Q button, which is, I think it's this one. That's the wrong one. It's this one. Yeah, that one. And then E, open inventory. So I have all the basic controls, which is good news for me because that means maybe sometime this week I'll have a stream, probably, where I'm going to be playing vanilla Minecraft, but with the piano as a controller. I think it'll be pretty fun, right? It's gonna be a disaster because it takes me a while to like learn new controls. But just keep an eye out on that. It'll be pretty fun. I don't know how it's gonna happen though because the how I have my mic set up. If I'm gonna put the piano right in front of me, I don't think I actually have the space for it. So it's gonna be a little weird. And then trying to add in a camera, I don't really know how it's gonna work, but I will think about how everything goes. Hello, Jason Roberts from YouTube. Welcome. First multi-stream. It's one of the reasons why I did that is to have more traction from the YouTube side. Thank you. And Sena, welcome. So the only downside with the whole multi-streaming thing is, or one of the downsides, there's gonna be ups and downs to it. One of them is the fact that I don't know if I can put or if I'm allowed to put chat on the screen. So that's not going to show up for now. I got to study up on the rules, stuff like that. But it's also like, I don't really know how to get a good chat window that shows both chats, if I'm even allowed to. I kind of just did this like in an hour, so I don't even know if it's working correctly. But I guess so. We'll play around with it. I haven't multi-streamed to YouTube in a while. The last time I did it, it was actually like over a year ago, I think. And I guess one of the reasons why I kind of stopped doing that was for the, I couldn't really control my audio, but I'm using some different program that does let me control the audio. Anyways, we have a bunch of things to take care of, especially in the UIV tier. So I've been looking at this and I'm starting to understand that the UIV tier basically doesn't exist. Because all it is just getting up to the space-time ingot. And as soon as you craft it, you pretty much are unlocking UMV already. And it does tell you it's not fully complete, expect stuff to change. That's probably what it's talking about. And so with that said, I can probably just get to UMV immediately. It took us like half a year or something like that to get to from like UHV to UIV or something like that. And then like 2 days. Yeah, pretty funny stuff. So there's a bunch of things that I actually have planned for today. But some of the more important things is actually completing the quest with all the transcendent or the UIV components. You're going to hate this. This is completed. I just wanted to get this out of the way. Another thing is the plasma mixer. We did finish the craft. So we actually have one. And this is going to be one of the first things we set up because we really need this. We have the casings, all those guys and those guys. So, and that's basically going to replace all of these two machines. So this is probably going to be the first thing I set up because we do need the plasma mixer going. Other things is the space elevator Mark III. So if I check for space elevator and go up the tiers, right now we have a tier 2, but tier 3 expands it. And we need the motors, which I did craft off camera. It turns out we actually have a lot of stuff. Once we get the superfluid and space-time and transcendent metal, we unlock so much stuff. So I am going to need the space elevator set up. And it's going to have to move somewhere else because this one doesn't have enough space to expand. Because it's going to cut into these machines. So I'm not going to tear this one down yet. But I'm going to build the new one somewhere else. Probably in the new spot, in the new space. And then that one is going to be set up with a bunch of things, including mining module Mark III. And did I not craft it? Space assembler. I guess I didn't craft it. I could have sworn I crafted it. I wanted to get the space assembler too. I think it was a research thing. No, something was causing too much research draw, which is another problem we're going to have to solve is a better supercomputer. Because I'm running out of computation for the high level crafts. And then the space elevator mining module 3 is going to cost more computation. I could have sworn I asked to craft this. I guess not. I don't know how long that's going to take, but go ahead and ask for it. Yeah, that might take a while, actually. It's going to take forever. No. Unless it is crafting already. And okay, that's what it was. Yeah, it's just taking forever. So I guess I'm not going to have it. I tried to craft a bunch of UAV circuits and something got stuck. I'm pretty sure it's this guy. So another good reason to get into the Mark III or the Mark II space assembler is for this. This is too slow now. So now I can see why so many people have they just spam space elevators. So we'll just cancel everything so I can continue with the playthrough. Is the music too loud? It feels a little too loud to me, but it's the same volume. Okay. So I guess first up is setting up the plasma mixer. We really need this guy going. I'll just do that. Now where am I going to put this? That's a good question. Put it right here. At some point, if I want to share DTPFs, which I probably do, I'm going to have a spot dedicated for them. Yeah. Yeah, all the new stuff we'll put over here and then just expand back as we need it. I'm excited about this one because we set this up a couple days ago and then I'm not really going to use it anymore. I'm not going to tear it down yet because we might need it for some other expensive things like chromatic glass maybe. I'm not sure yet. But we'll keep it. Snappers the machine spam beings. Yeah. But the mixer is going to take it over. We just finished crafting this mixer. So this guy is a 5x5 and then a 1, 2, 3, 4 on top. I also made myself some Klein bottles because I felt like it. Finally replacing my tungsten steel fluid cells that I've had forever. What was I looking for? Any casing, really. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4? I already forgot. How you doing, precarious? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. I've got an itchy nose today. I think it's because of the cold. Made my nose dry, so if I'm going to be scratching my nose, that's why. I even try to put lotion on it and it's still itchy. Meh. Okay. I totally get it though. It's cold. I have a funny story to share with people, by the way. I think it's funny. So how do you know that I'm from like Texas or I'm from the South? Is when like a good example is I ordered Chili's yesterday, right? Because I like to order Chili's every now and then. And so I ordered it and it's cold outside, right? And I did not even bother checking if my car was like in working condition, if it's not frozen. So I didn't even think about that. So I place an order and then I'm like, all right, sweet, I'm gonna go pick it up. And then I go to my car and the dude's frozen. Like handlebar, or not the handlebar, but the door handle. Icicles coming off of it. The window was like iced up. I'm like, oh man, I don't know how to deal with this. I wasn't about to like hit it with a hammer or anything, right? I'm not that dumb, but it was just funny. So I'm just standing there and like staring at my car, like, oh man, what do I do? My food's ready and I have to pick it up. So I just walked to Chili's. So there it was. It was like what is it, 6 o'clock, and it was cold. I also locked myself out of the cabin in the snow last night in shorts. That's even worse, honestly. I'm not built for the snow or cold. I know a lot of people down here are like, oh, I love snow. I don't see it. No, thank you. It's already working? It says parallels. I'm going to keep it at 1 for now because I'm scared. Does this only work with EU? Like wireless EU? Wait. I'm a little confused. Does this only work with the... Oh, it does. Wait, okay, hang on. I gotta figure this one out. I thought you just give it power and it works. No. Oh, it takes from your wireless network. I'm built for snow, but I'm not a fan of frostbite. No, no one is. Thank God the easiest window to climb in was open. I've done that a lot of times where, especially in high school, where me and my brothers would go back home on like we would take the bus ride home and the door is locked and none of us have a key. So we would just go around the house looking for an open window. It happened enough times. Okay, we have not really a situation here because it looks like this only takes power from wireless. We do have the UHV superconductor though, so that should be fine. So I got to research this. I didn't really consider that the wireless EU is a thing. It is actually because we do have access to that now. Once we get our first space-time, which is we can already craft space-time, we can do wireless energy hatches now. And it tells me a bunch of words here, but I don't understand it. So I understand it, but I'll look into it some more later. So we do have an ultimate capacitor. And it says there it supports up to 10, billion? 10 billion EU of tick of wireless transfer per UHV capacitor. So we do have wireless mode. And then if you look at the super capacitor, it kind of tells you what wireless mode is. And that number, if there is less than 60 times 10 to the whatever power, it will withdraw from the network and add to. Okay, so that's only if there's not enough power inside the capacitor. If there is more, all excess goes into the wireless network. So it is. I'm understanding it like this is like Blood Magic's LP system, where I have wireless power tied to my network. Parent sewer pipe fully clogged, and we had to dig. Ooh. Yeah, no. Wintertime's rough. Something like that kind of happened. I mean, we live down south, so it's like it's always hot, right? But I still remember when it was. I'm sure you guys heard about that a big freeze that happened in Texas a couple years ago. I think it was like 3 years, 2 years. I don't remember. I think it was 3 years ago. Luckily, I wasn't affected by it too much, or like our family was, but we did get damage from it. One of the pipes outside our house just blew open. I had to patch it up. It was a fun time. Okay, so it looks like I do want to set up wireless mode. Oh, that's not a good sign. Make sure to carefully read and understand the tooltip before activating wireless mode. It can potentially brick your base. This warning won't appear again. So let's read this one more time just to be sure. Let me also drink some water. I mean, I kind of understand why there's a warning, because it says there in red, if there is more, it would add all excess EU to the network, removing it from the capacitor. So if you're drawing too much power, you're gonna see issues. But luckily, so the number we're looking for is 60 times 10 to the whatever power. How many zeros is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, 13. So that's 6 times 10 to the 13. And if you look at how much power we have here, we have times 10 to the 17, which is a ton of power. In other words, I think we're okay with doing this. And speaking of power, another good news. I finally have just a little bit of an excess of Mark IV fuel. So I still want to be producing this fast enough, and I think one of our bottlenecks is actually infinity and hypogen. And you need enough caps to pull power out. I mean, technically, I'm okay with just setting up now, because each capacitor can support 10 billion, and I'm only gonna have one machine that has wireless right now, which is the mixer. So as long as I have like 10 billion that this is drawing from, I think I'm okay. But once I start adding the wireless energy hatches anywhere, then yeah, I'm gonna have to keep in mind how much power I'm drawing. I'm curious. One way to find out, right? Let's brick my base. How about this? What if I have another capacitor? Let's just not be dumb about this. What if I have another capacitor where I'm only putting 10 billion wireless transfer, and that's it? That way I won't brick my base and this doesn't get like changed. I'm scared, but this is expensive also. This is a big craft. That's the thing. This is a huge craft. I can probably make it cheaper now that I have... no, I still need the assembler, which is also super expensive. Yeah, that's expensive. That's not happening. Well, let me see here. Which tooltip? I mean, if you want to like try breaking my base, I'm okay with it. um, got you. Oh, how many zeros is that actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, that's 10 to the 18th power, I think. A lot of power. I mean, these numbers are too big. At this point, just give me exponentials. So at the bottom, it says how much it would try to balance with. It says supports up to 10, that much power. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't think I'm ready to do this. No, I think I'm gonna do that option. It's because I don't know. I have to look in the numbers too much. I didn't consider this. I didn't realize the plasma mixer was. It only worked off of wireless. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's why. But all excess power is like a lot of power. That's a lot of power. And I think our base is running on the fact that like on the fact that we have such a big buffer just stored up. So if you look at how much average EU out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We are consuming a third of our total power generation because we have about 35 billion, I think. And this is passively, not even when things are running. That's not sustainable, assuming that I have to maintain about 13 billion. So no, I can't do this until I get like what is the UHV limit? 10 to the 13. So it's like magnitude 4 or something like this. It's way too no. I can't generate enough power. In other words, I know they should keep everything in exponentials at some point because like 807 EU at the very end. Does that really matter? Hello, Maggie. Welcome. Can I join in an education? Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to study this a little more. I don't want to brick my base. It clearly has a warning for a reason. So yeah, I don't want to brick my base, so I'm not gonna do this until I understand it more. Or if I like, again, I need a way to 100% produce the fuel faster. Like keep this running 100% of the time, which isn't happening, and I think it's because I crafted so much infinity that this had trouble producing. So we'll come back to this. I did not realize the plasma mixer was it worked only off of wireless. And I'm pretty sure if I give it like a regular energy hatch, it's gonna break. So if I wait, what is this? Oh, that's another thing too. Can you join in Minecraft education? No. I don't know how that works. Does Minecraft Education Edition even have like space for mods? Yeah, no, it's not gonna work. It needs to be wireless. But that's a good point as well, precarious. It's every 6,000 ticks. Why do you gotta tell me in ticks? Tell me in seconds. It's every 5 minutes, in other words. It'll try to rebalance. F's in chat. Maggie can't join in Minecraft education. No, I'm scared about this. I'm not gonna try it. No, thank you. No. We'll continue. I'll leave it here, but I can't really use it yet until I get wireless. Now, one thing I could do is just make a dynamo hatch, but they're all deprecated, so no, never mind. Yeah, no, never mind. That's not gonna work. Come back here. It's 10 trillion. No, 10 billion. I don't play Roblox, no. I pretty much only play Minecraft. I also play another game called Dead Frontier. It's like my favorite zombie game of all time. That game has been around for a while. But 10 billion is the number we're looking at. On the balance, it draws everything. Anything above 60 times 10 to that number times 10 to the 15. 3, 4, 10 times to the 12, sorry. 60 times 10 to the 12. I'm scared of this. Let's just go ahead and continue. I'll come back to this. We'll go ahead and set up the space elevator next, and then figure out a way to connect a better quantum computer to it. So this man is quite large. I don't know why you have a dynamo hatch there. It's not how that works. So what's that divided by 6,000? 6 billion? Start a backup. We're going to try it. I'm curious. I'm going to have to go on my console. All right, take care, Maggie. Thanks for joining. Is it backup start? Is that the command? It's gonna brick my server, right? All of this for science. Someone's got to figure this out. So it's limited to a 6 billion EU tick. I don't think so. Burning Lake moved wrongly. I'm not even moving. Chill. No, it supports 10 billion. But I'm not too sure what you mean by the whole rebalancing. It just puts excess power in there every 6,000 ticks. So if your LSC empties, it refills every 300 seconds. It's not going to empty, though. It doesn't go below 60 times 10 to the whatever. It won't empty be below that. I'm probably okay, actually, now that I think about it. Because 60 times 10 to the whatever, times to, what is that, 10 times 10 to the 12? That's like 60,000 more energy than I consume or something like that. So I'm probably okay. All right. Backup is ready. Let's just try it and see what it does. If it breaks my my world, I'm gonna blame you, Precarious. Rebalance. Yeah, okay. So anything past 6 times 10 to the 13 gets sent into the wireless power. So now I have the whatever I had in there. And this happens every 300 seconds. So basically at this point, what I want to do to conserve my power is start transitioning to wireless so that it actually takes advantage of this. Try heavy craft. Oh man, it's gonna eat all my power. Let's do it. Give me the space elevator Mark II again. The space assembler Mark II module mine. Yeah. All right. You're right. So none of this really matters as long as I generate more power than I consume. Which for the most part we actually do. I'm gonna keep it like that. So this reminds me, I'm gonna cancel the craft. Actually, how close was that craft? I didn't even notice it. Do you think it can finish in time? That's one benefit of not going crazy with the multi-spam. Yeah. Yeah, my base doesn't really generate that much power. Or consume that much, I should say. It's gonna take it's still gonna take a while to craft this. So let me set up the elevator first. We have the backup, right? So if things go wrong, we'll just go. You know what? Let me get the backup out of there actually, because I think in every 2 hours it resets. Let me get the backup just in case. Backups. Okay, yeah, we got the backup. Okay. All right. So I do want to try the, what do you call it? The mixer in that case. So I'm just going to give this a crafting input buffer. And one thing we have to keep in mind is that we only have 10 billion EU of tick to work with because of this capacitor we have. Which is not a lot, honestly. Yeah, it's not really a lot. Because, you know, the blast furnaces by themselves, when they're running at full power, that's 8.5 times 4, which is what, 34 billion? It's a lot of power. Where's my knife? Right here. It would be funny if we're just going through our days and then we have all these messages here: power fail, power fail, power fail. Does this produce only liquid? Yes. Output hatch. You can have the big one. Might as well. Okay. And then for now, disconnect these dudes. Not you. Right here. And disconnect these guys for now. That one is I forgot which one you're connected to. Channels 2. It's this one. Yeah. Okay. So some of the recipes that I want to do is something like the excited catalysts. These 4 dudes. So I was already trying to craft this to get out of there. So we'll try doing this recipe. There's going to be conflicts, right? So just give them all the buses you need. Don't risk it with the conflicts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one I'll call it Plasma Mixer 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be back there, but it's fine. I'll fix it right now. Fix it later, actually. And then gray cable. Oh, it's supposed to be dense cable. I'm gonna fix it now because it's gonna bother me. It's supposed to be one back here. Right there. And also I guess there's a bug. Anyone else that's watching, or hopefully a dev is watching. If you break anything to do with that bus, it lags the server like crazy. So all I did was break it. And every time I do that, it struggles. So don't break them, in other words. For example, that one was connected here and it freaked out as soon as I connected it. I think they're like a new addition though, so it's probably why they're like a little funny. Dense cable. We're using Fluix, not the black. That. Circuit 3, circuit 4, circuit 1, 2. So this one, put this in circuit 3. I'll go ahead and make it in groups of 4 million, sure. This one's circuit 3, right? So let me see if it works before I continue here. If I try to craft like a batch of you, what happens? Another thing we really need to work on is another fusion reactor. Or what we can also do is Mark 5. It's a little pricey though, because yeah, it's expensive. Well, you're telling me I need 500 and I need 30. No. If I want the compact fusion, hang on. 560 of these, which is 560 times 3. Oh no. So that's ridiculously expensive. I should probably get, yeah, a rainbow donut. That's the best donut, but man, that is expensive. Yeah, this is our production check. But we really need to work on fusion at some point. I can't even get out of here. Because let's also check on our power. How's our power doing? I think we're okay, but we definitely should watch it for a little bit. But if I check my fusion reactor here, it's pretty slow. He is a little slow. I tell you what, I think what I'm just gonna end up doing is setting up the other two fusions. We have two fusion Mark IIIs. I have 3 of them. So I should set these up, but I don't even know if I have these casings. I should have. How much is that? If that's enough for 3, I'm gonna set them up. That's gonna speed it up by a bunch, 200, because we need faster plasma. Because we kind of heavily rely on the catalyst to make a lot of our stuff. 240 divided by 560. Yeah, we have enough. We have enough to set up 3 of them, so I'm gonna do that. They're a little slower, but you know, having 3 Mark IIIs is better than having none of them. So we'll do that. I know I said I was gonna set up the space elevator, but yeah, I kind of need the fusions to go faster if I'm gonna get power anyways. The important thing about these guys is that they don't wall share. So I have to keep in mind right there, right? Yeah, if they don't wall share. So one more up top. Like that. Yeah. How are you gonna work? Oh, no neutronium frame box? How dare you? Compact fusion, how much do I need for these? 128 times 3. Hello? No. What about you? Do I have enough? That sounds like enough. I'm not even going to try to count that. How about... No, I'm not going to give all of them wireless energy hatches right now. Although I could, but... Nah. You need 93 osmium glass times 3. It's not quite enough. Make 100 more. Right. Okay. So this one is going to have a crafting input buffer. They're all in my inventory. Right there. Not there. Right here. And an output hatch. And that's all you need. And this little donut design is it's designed to have up to 16 donuts because of that's how many controllers I have. But like there's nothing stopping me from piling them up even farther, and probably will. So what kind of energy hatches do you need? Honestly, I already have a ton of energy hatches, so I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna do the same. You can't stop me. That goes like this. Even though this is drawing too much power, but I don't care. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's not drawing too much power. It's just like it's not. How do I explain it? It's just a different tier than it needs, and I don't think it knows how to like step up. Maybe this is a good thing. I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, I'm lagging a little bit. It's also easier to just like keep the different power tiers consistent from this wire, so I don't have to worry about transforming up or down. It'll just work. And that said, do you actually work? It says here it supports multi-amp. Can I actually upgrade this? Yeah, okay. Actually, what? Oh, your 4 amp energy hatch. But if I read here, okay, the capacity is okay because the capacity is voltage in, which is less in each. I'm gonna trust that it works. Yeah, sure. Oh, give it a try. Then that one and that one. You and you. And the last 4. Mm-hmm. So why are you not building? No, you totally are. You're just lying to me. Okay. So let's go ahead and connect the wire over. Now, is this enough power down here? It's a good question. I don't actually know. I don't even know what you connect to. It's this one. Just in case, just give it another 64 amp dynamo hatch. That should be more than enough power. Yes, let me craft it. Thank you. Yeah, you're really crafting. And if you think about it, it isn't even that slow. It's just I need so much of it. All right, thank you. Go ahead and connect you. Right there. And then infinity. Right here. All right. Then go from here and here. It's going to be a little bit of a, what do you call it? A fun task of plugging in wires. But that's the general idea. And then once this one is built, I can go ahead and copy paste all the other ones. Yeah. Okay. We'll continue. Connect you. Paint it. I'm also kind of like keeping an eye out to see when it gets to this step. I just wanted to actually, I just want to make sure that the, what do you call it? The plasma mixer does what I intended to do. Which is like, you know, turn on. No idea if it's going to turn on. And also I should probably craft a couple of infinity wires, like 200. Get that going. Connect you, you, and you. Man, so now, how come you had to tell me about the donuts? Donut would go so crazy right now. Just yesterday, or I think it was 2 days ago, actually, I decided to go to Dollar General, take a drive. Probably not a good idea to take a drive at, you know, with the temperatures being how they are right now. But I still went anyways because I needed to get myself some snacks. It was one of those days. And I ended up picking up a bag of the Oreo double stuffed. And they really hit. I don't know what it was. I'm usually not like a big fan of Oreos, but for some reason these just tasted delicious. The double stuffed kind. I like that. I like my sweets. I'm a sweet tooth kind of person. And technically, I only have to do this, what, 8 times? It's not that bad. I think I'm almost done. Copying and pasting it, though, is the next step. I need to make sure that I can do this 3 times over and then go ahead and connect all of them together to AE2 and get the patterns going such that they are all parallel to each other. And one more. Go like that. You're not connected. I thought you were. Sorry. My bad. Okay. So if I check here, ideally you should have the same capacity. No? Unless, no, it's different because that's a smaller tier. So it's 20 million times 16. Which is actually going to be less because these store less overall. Yeah. I think it's fine. All right. And then I'm going to need to copy and paste all of this. So where am I going to start the paste or the copy? In the corner wherever I start. So like this. Mark copy. If I do this. Yes, that's the one. And then you go over here. I don't trust the matter manipulator. It always has like a weird bug. Where it's like you tell it, hey, I want you to copy this block, and then it moves. And it messes up everything. Is that it? It's right here. So the thing is, I don't want you to copy that. the circuit ass line part, so don't do that. So right here. Go ahead and break you. And then you may appreciate this. Someone finally got to the point of NPC progression to automate everything needed for TARDIS. It took him 2,400 hours of AFK to get it. And the funny thing is that no matter how much balancing you put, someone is going to find a way to like, I don't know the word, counteract that. I would say it's impressive though. No, not there, not there. Mark paste. I want to go into the block. So make sure that it, so these can wall share just fine. And I think that's okay. Is that okay? No, one up, one up, one up. Right there. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's try it. Matter manipulator so good, man. You literally just copy pasted an entire donut. Oh yeah. And let's do it again. We're gonna do it again. That it? That's it, right? So in Meatball Craft, hardest is the final goal, right? Is that like the equivalent to Stargate for GTNH? I admit that I didn't look too much into the whole end game stuff. I know there's a story behind it, but I don't really know too much of what the story's about. Cannot find enough energy hatches. Okay, so I need a couple more energy hatches. You need 20. So we'll craft 20. Might take a little bit. No, not really. Now it'll be kind of quick. It might get stuck though, because don't have enough for Splendid Catalyst, which we're trying to craft, but it takes a while to finish up. So I guess while we're here, let's connect the rest of the wires. Don't need those. And this is kind of the trend that we're going to go for. If I, like, whenever I add the Mark V, I think what I'm just going to do is push all of this and push them up like once so I can fit the other one in there. And then rinse and repeat, right? I think that's all of them, yeah. We'll go ahead and connect you. Okay, I just have to connect the wire and then paint it. And that's it. Oh, same goes down here. Put it right next to the wire so it's a little easier to access. Right there. Man, if it wasn't so cold outside today, I would actually absolutely go to the gas station after the episode. Pick up some donuts. Some powdered donuts would go crazy right now. I mean, preferably like a homemade store, but nothing's open right now. Basically, it's very much impossible at the moment. Okay. Just wanted a recipe large enough to motivate the existence of a bunch of cool stuff. But, you know, as soon as you said basically, you know what that tells me, right? It's possible. I didn't hear impossible. I heard basically impossible. No, that's just how funny people are sometimes. You give them an impossible task, they're going to complete it. There's always some sickos that are like that. And I have mad respect for that. Stargate, for example, is one of those goals. Like, this pack is also not finished, and Stargate is just one of those things that it's just there. But people say, you know what, I'm going to get it. But I think that's a cool idea to like that's what's really cool about Meatball Craft as well, that I have a lot of appreciation for, is like how much you focus on the community. What do they think is like a good path? I think that's really nice. Because in the end, you know, it's a pack for a community that they're gonna play, so their input is very much needed. I would say. But I see that a lot. A lot of people are like, it also happens in GTNH. I've seen it. Heck, I even started to understand some of it. Like, UIV is like not finished. You can tell because it took me 2 days to beat it. Like, it really is just getting a couple things and that's it. Get a space-time ingot, and now I'm technically in UMV. What's the point I'm trying to make? Man, I got no idea. Hit the limit of 1.12 Minecraft. So you're saying Meatball Craft 1.7 when? Joking. That's just an aspect of modded Minecraft I'm never gonna get around. Is how do people like the technical parts of Minecraft itself? Like, you're gonna hit a wall at some point. Okay, so it looks like I have 2 of them connected, but not 3. So what I'll do to get this sped up a little faster, check this out. I'm gonna cancel the craft. What I'm actually gonna do is go ahead and break it so that you don't get in the way. And I'll let, oh, that's not gonna finish. Hang on. All right, I need you to go back. Thank you. Disconnect you. Don't go crafting things when I'm trying to work on it. Go ahead and connect all of this. I've also never, like, so GTNH is like a first for me in a lot of different aspects of it. And the biggest one being, it's such a long running pack that I've had to change how I play. Absolutely. One of them is, of course, being machine spam. Like, you would never see me do this in any other playthrough. No, I would just build one machine and then hope and pray that that's enough. And then I realize it's not enough and I don't do anything about it. But this pack absolutely has convinced me, hey, you can't just do that. You actually have to work on things. So I'm going to speed up how to craft those plasmas, but for me to do that, I need to take out the patterns of everything that is used. So everything here. I'm gonna go ahead and take everything out. Plasma. Are we not making helium plasma? Oh, because you're not connected, that's why. So I'm gonna take out everything here. Take that one out. Iron plasma. Calcium. Niobium. And I'm pretty much just going to increase their crafting and make multiple of them so that they get split up between the 4 reactors. Like someone is recording a bunch of AE2 just to make it perform well enough to handle in game. He just wanted to make a meme recipe. I mean, I'm pretty sure every like major mod pack started off with that idea. And then it gets so much traction that people are like, you know what? This game is broken to its core. Let's fix the game just to make this meme recipe better. That's just funny. We'll do 4. I'm just gonna duplicate everything for now. We'll see if this is any better. So the other thing is I'm pretty sure we have access to crafting proxies after we get Mark II assembly. So I absolutely want to make use of this. We can actually reduce the number of crafting input buffers here, for example. But this would be a good use case. Let me get everything out of here. So I think I do want to get into that once I get the space assembler Mark II going. Okay. And the other thing here is that maybe not all of these recipes can be handled in the Mark III fusion. I'm not too sure about that. There's probably 1 or 2 of them that will get stuck. Well, no, I don't think so, because everything here is Mark III and up. So I think we're okay. Is that a black cable? That's Fluix. Like that. Okay, so let's try to make the resplendent again. Okay, so we have this guy working. That's not working yet because anime energy hatches. Oh yeah, we got 3 fusions. This one didn't even take him. That's funny. Probably didn't need that much. Why didn't you take the recipes? How dare you? So I don't know why this one didn't take anything. I would love for it to take it. But you didn't take it. How dare you? Hilariously, both of these working together is exactly the same speed as this one. So nothing happens. I don't know why you didn't just go to the others. Probably because honestly, I don't know why. I need you to distribute your wealth. Oh, you think what it probably happened was they crafted so fast that I didn't even notice it. Oh yeah, we love 1-tick recipes. We gotta be a lot faster. Is that fast enough for me to want to deal with it? I don't know. Be a lot faster though. Oh yeah, that's what happened. This is just so fast that these just didn't catch up in time. It's funny. So I'm going to cancel this. Cancel that as well. I need you to go back in storage. Start over because for some reason you guys just got everything you're not supposed to. Try one more time. No, it is trying to craft. Yeah, it's trying to craft them. No, I'm not too sure. I don't know why it's going here. What I can probably do is switch this to that method of using advanced, what do you call it? Stocking buses like it did everywhere else. But I don't know if there's any kind of conflicts that are going to happen. Chances are there will be conflicts, but can probably be solved with something like a stocking or a, what do you call it? You can put the low tier recipes in the pink donuts and keep higher tier ones in the green. I like how we all just agreed to call them donuts. The thing is, I think overall it'll be faster. So I think the main issue is that it distributes between every one of them. It's just that this one's so fast that we don't see it. So the only other way I can see us fixing this is to put all of them into one thing and they all pull from it. So in other words, doing the same thing we did with the mixers and having advanced stocking instead. Trying this out. I don't know why. Oh, because this one. I'm going to try this, but I am going to have to block it because I don't want conflicts happening. There's probably going to be conflicts. I'm going to need a drive for this. We'll give it a try. Because I think the fastest is to have them all share within the same inventory that they all pull from, instead of distributing between each one. So that's where the crafting proxies are going to be really good. Because it's basically going to do what I'm doing. It's just without having a subnet. Probably don't even need this controller. I actually don't. But I'm going to make one anyways. Future proof. Yeah. We'll give it a try. I will need a blocking card because I don't want any, what do you call it? Any recipe conflicts. And this also means I can just have one group of recipes and that's it. It'll just be whatever's in here. I'm going to commit to it. So I'll get a black cable. All right. Neutronium guy is done. All right. So what I'm going to do is tell this guy to get all the fluid back and disconnect you for now because I don't want you messing up my stuff here. And I guess what I'll do on the other side is also the same thing I did over there. Have an output bus that goes down there. And we'll also have another ME controller because I can. It doesn't even need fusion, so I don't mind. It might need cosmic neutronium though. No, it doesn't. We're good. That thing's crafting so fast. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Oops. Hang on. Need a bunch of pattern capacity cards. Break you for now. Okay. And then the rest of you, delete your patterns. Oops. You know what? We're rich enough. Get out of here. They're just patterns. Okay. This one I'm going to call... You already know it. Was it even a surprise? Okay. 16 to 30 and 10 of you. All right. And then we'll call this... Hello, shark. I'm going to call this with the regular drive. Not you, get out of here. And not you either. That's going to be a separate network. Color this blue because I can. Controller on... Where's a good spot for a controller? Yeah, we're going to put it right here. Yeah, sure. Okay. Blocking card. Tell this one blocking mode. Don't put anything else in there in case there's any conflicts, which is very likely. Color. This one will be purple. This one will be blue. And then I just put a stocking hatch right here. Tell it to auto pull. Auto pull. Auto pull. And auto pull. Don't connect those two up yet because I haven't finished building that multi-block yet. Yeah, I don't like it right there. I'm gonna put it to the side. Put it right there. This way I can connect a dense cable off of this face if I really needed to. Future proofing. All right. Now this guy is going to be a similar setup, but I do need a dual interface and a storage bus. Fluid storage bus. And very similarly, it'll have connect right here. Excuse me. The interface right here, but do not show on terminal. Storage bus, and that's the only spot it's gonna go. And then have the other neutronium controller in case I have more than 8 things. Put it right here. And then a purple cable right here. There we go. So 2 subnets. This one is just pulling all the fluid into this storage bus, which is the main network. That's all, the only place you can go. This one takes all the items, shoves them into a drive, and these guys pull. Hopefully there's no conflicts, given that there is a blocking card in there, but I will do allow insert same recipe. That'll help. All right. This is going to work. No idea. Let me drink water. Okay. So if I try to restart the craft. Make me resplendent. Oh, you have the fluid, but you're not pulling, or what? Oh, I had to restart it. Oh, I just had to rebuild the thing. It takes a while for tech stuff to understand that this is a correct multiple. Like, yeah, there it is. So this time they all share it. Right, and I'm pretty confident that they all share it. Okay. All right. We'll leave it running like that. I guess we'll really stress test it in a bit. And for this one, I'm gonna turn it off for now because I want to wait for all the fluid to get in there. Once I craft this, I can actually continue with the base because it's kind of waiting for it. Actually crafts pretty quick. Okay, so number 3, that's this one. You have all the plasmas and you have circuit 3, right? Does it actually work? I'm scared it's gonna delete my stuff. Input bus, input hatch, output hatch. That's all you need. Yeah. One parallel. That's it. I do have to control how much parallel. That's not good though. Okay, what I want to see is if it's actually dry. Like how much power. Oh, can I cover that? Like scan this. It currently uses 2.69 times 10 to the 9th power. That's 2 billion. Yeah, it's using this. This multi-block will run in parallel according to the amount set in the parallel menu. So I have to control the parallel. How much parallel is a good one? Well, because this is the only thing that's using the power. Oh, the only thing is I can only transfer 10 billion. So what would that mean? 3 parallels? I want to see what happens if I tell it to do 3. Yeah, 8. It's consuming 8 billion from the wireless network. But that's not very good because we have a lot more power in the wireless network. We have times 10 to the 17. Haven. It went pretty well. Honestly, this might just be good. That means we can keep up with all the other stuff. I guess I'll show you a little bit to your waterline. It went pretty well. So I didn't get to finish it on that episode I did. I was like half asleep. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning, I think, when I finished that episode. So I was like, falling asleep. But it turns out the work I did was pretty good. The counting stuff, it did work. I did end up using droppers. And it's a pretty important lesson I've learned that vanilla Minecraft mechanics are actually good. So this one was reliable in dropping 1 item only whenever I asked it to. So the droppers are just very reliable. Lights, I just did that for aesthetics, but the counting circuit worked. I just ended up using a bunch of counters. I can show you over here. So it's just a bunch of counters, and every time it counts to a different value, I tell it to output the corresponding quirk. And then I have a couple of switches here that controls like, oh, this blue one over here was like, oh, I have to tell this to toggle the crafting. So it takes it for the first 60 seconds, the recipe's doing nothing, or the tier 8 water is not doing anything but crafting whatever's missing. So it reads whatever's missing in there and then it will craft it. So right now I think it's trying to catch up. Yeah. So it's waiting for the next craft because it kind of stopped. But in the first 60 seconds, it's gonna recraft everything it's missing. And then that's pretty much what it is. 60 seconds is enough to. It's more than enough. It's just like a safe space, I guess. And then the rest of the 60 seconds is enough for it to correctly detect it. And then I have another signal over here. This one to the right toggles an RS latch, and that's the one that comes from the output bus over here, which tells the system like, hey, I already completed. I found some baryonic matter. Don't do anything else. Stop sending more quarks. So that's what that signal does. So it turned out pretty good, actually. I was pretty close to the solution when I was doing it live, but I had to fix the RS latch. That one was kind of broken. Yes. I did look at the wiki, like really look at it, but I did not really understand it, or I didn't agree with it really. So I just left it like that. But for the most part, I think it does work pretty well. Yeah, we got hydrogen coils as well. I didn't realize that the this tier, like UIV tier, was actually kind of quick. So really the next step is to just craft a couple of things. I have the space elevator on standby next. And then I wanted to try out the plasma mixer, but I don't think I can support it right now. I did not realize that this was a wireless only multi-block. So our base can't really do that much wireless power. We only have the one UHV capacitor. And that's only like 10 billion. And that's not enough to do fast crafts. I think our laser engravers are faster already. So correct me if I'm wrong. I can't give, if I only have one capacitor, I can't do more than 10 billion of anything, right?
Hello. Can I have a cup of tea a la Hypergen?
That sounds delicious, honestly. I was thinking about that too. Grade 8 water probably would go so crazy with a cup of coffee. Oh, that's what that limit means. I thought it meant that that's how much wireless transfer I can deal with. But so okay, so let me show you my question here. So if I check my whatever, right? I have 3.34 times 10 to the 17th power. So when you say download to LSC, that means whenever it has to rebalance, right? Okay. Oh, okay. It's the 5-minute rebalance. Got you. All right, we're cranking the power then. That's the only thing consuming power. Say no more. How much is a good number to start with? I'm going crazy with it. Give me a 64. How much power is that? Okay, it's the rebalance. Got you. I don't really know what a good number is. Nah. I'm scared of like mass producing. I'm gonna keep it 128. 128. I power filled my base in Neo Tokyo once because I didn't. I know that's why I did a backup right before I did this because I'm scared. Because I'm pretty confident I'm gonna ruin my base also, but I think it's okay for now, right? I mean, it's funny because there's clearly a message I don't know if your Neo Tokyo was on 2.8, but I think in 2.8 it gives you a message right here. It gives you like a big warning box saying, hey, you can brick your base if you're not careful. And I was like, well, that sign can't stop me because I can't read. It's one of those situations. He said power goggles, so let's take a look at that. Turning on wireless soon. All right, we'll see whoever is first to brick their base. Try not to brick your base challenge and impossible. I don't know what this does. If you power fail on wireless, you break your base for sure because it eats your entire network, right? Is that really the only concern? Just don't what do you call it? I can do that's only Garnet. That's got you. Trying to do think about this. Oh, okay. So the download speed is to like maintain your LSC. That's what it's for. Okay. I was thinking of it's the other way around. It's actually some good intel. I'm gonna be honest with you, Extreme. I don't remember if I drank water, so I'm just gonna drink water again. That's how much you can pull from. Okay, gotcha. So what does this do? Oh. Should I just keep it on? Is there a way to... Oh, okay. Why is it 99%? What does that mean? It's you. You're eating all my power. How dare you? It's not actually eating all my power, right? Time to empty is 15 minutes. I don't like that. I don't think I can support wireless right now. Is it? It went all in wireless. It's all in the wireless. Yeah, I don't think I can support it. You know what? I'm just gonna tell it don't do it. Mate, wait. You're supposed to have a second one? Oh, I didn't realize. All right. I'm gonna pause it. Each parallel is like 2 billion, yeah. But the thing is that I don't even know if my base can like support everything without the big buffer I had. Like I have a huge buffer. The buffer was 3.33 times 10 to the 17th, but without that buffer, my base can't really last that long. So I need that buffer. Initially, yes, download from one wireless and pour into another non-wireless LSC. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to research how that works. So what happens if I turn off wireless right here? What's going to happen? It's absolutely not. No. Yeah. Okay. 10 billion is absolutely not enough to support my base. See, this is why you do backups before. I was also a little curious about it, but I was aware that that's not a good idea to do. So don't do that. All right. Get out of here. All right, we're gonna have to re-enable these guys, and I'm gonna turn off wireless. This is the only wireless thing anyway, so it was just mostly a playtest. As long as everything connected to your main LSC never goes above the capacitor download limit. Oh, it's absolutely what's happening. All right. All right. I'm going to turn it off. Sorry. So this is just going to stay there. No, it's not. The rebalance is going to kick in, right? The rebalance will steal the power from the wireless buffer, won't it? So I will get some of that power back. Yeah, I definitely could. I just haven't looked into it. I think before I do that, though, I'm going to work on a space elevator. Okay. Good to know, good to know. I mean, it was just a play test. If my base gets bricked, I probably have to reload the backup. I think we're fine, though. How come I can't craft it? Yeah, we might have to, because I have to re-enable the crafting of Hypogen, and that is here. So let me re-enable these guys. I just have to connect to these cables. Right there. Right, okay. Connect those guys and you can make my plasma again. If it says more than 5 minutes left in your capacitor, as long as there's no additional bursts of power consumption, it will be fine. If it's still in wireless mode. No, I turned it off. I don't trust it. Wait, the rebalancing doesn't take the power, right? Alright, chances are I'm gonna have to pull the... I should craft a little bit of infinity first. Get enough power to build up the buffer again. That's fine. We were producing power fast enough. I think what happened was that I made such a big craft that I didn't know what to do. It freaked out. So what I'm going to do is... Here I was thinking like, oh, this is my base is able to produce power just fine. No, it's not. So my issue is if we have huge crafts that take up the DTPF, my power sinks because I need the hypogen from the DTPF. Just like what happened here. Oh, I have a lot of resplendent catalysts. That's fine. I just need to get the hypogen going, please. Oh, okay, we're crafting all the other stuff. Sir, please craft me hypogen. I just need to craft the hypogen. And my base is okay. Stop trying to craft it. Wait, how much of this are you even crafting? Oh, you want to know what it is? I bet you it's because it has like, oh yeah, molten awakened draconium. Yeah, I'm gonna take you, and you out. Craft me a little bit of hypogen. Still crafting you. How dare you? Quad DTPF soon. I know Extreme here was telling me about the quad DTPF. Soon I will make it. Let me just get my base working again. Yeah, when we have 2 minutes, we're fine. I just need a little bit to craft enough fuel and we're good. I was able to go to Mark 5 fuel once. Quad DTPF was a very nice boost. Nice. Okay. Base saved. Now that I have the fuel crafted, There we go. We're fine. So you have nothing to worry about. Make more fuel, please. We had such a big buffer too, and I was actually gonna brag about it at the start of the episode because I had like 100,000 fuel just sitting here, and then I crafted something massive, and it ate all of it. So yeah, the DTPF is absolutely a bottleneck. So I'll look into crafting another one because it's very clear. Like we have a lot of fuel, but if the DTPF is held up, I can't craft hypogen, and if I can't make hypogen, I can't make fuel. So that's a very big thing. Can Dyson Swarm win? Not happening anytime soon, I imagine. I'm not even gonna look at it. Late UAV. Yeah, I figured. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have these on me for now. I guess we'll continue with other things. What I at least did, actually, what I could do is paste. Okay.
Eyes emoji.
Read the rubber band, but hey, Ali, hello. Yeah, I'll take care of that. You know what? It'll help out since I'm not really doing much here. And Dyson is free power, so is like a million, like billions of solar panels. Let's do it. I'm not going to, right? Over here. This dude's quite large. So I was looking at it like it's so my bed's behind me, right? And like I like to sleep on my side. And sometimes I look at the rubber band ball and I think to myself like, "Oh wow. This guy has come a long way." And I guess you can say so has the stream and stuff like that. So that's pretty exciting stuff. Actually, we do have a little bit of a bigger audience, so I do want to show something. I showed it at the very beginning of the episode, but I'll show it again. But I'm gonna put 3 very thick rubber bands. I'm probably gonna hurt myself doing this. There's a dust bunny. Get out. I don't even know if you guys can see it very well. That's actually what I wanted to bring up, is the piano. Collab win, Vin. Here's a collab that I was thinking of. Let me show you guys. So I have this little thing that I figured out. It took me a while, right? But I was able to control it. You guys are not ready for this. The button doesn't do anything. So I have like basic movements. I have space. I got crouch. I even have control. So if I want to sprint, for example, if I'm playing vanilla, control, and then this button to move forward. Now, one of the challenges was actually getting the mouse to move, and I was able to figure that out. It's very robotic, yes, but it works. So if I do, I even have left click, and also I'm gonna one-handed with only the keyboard. I can actually like scroll, turn the camera. Let's say I want to teleport to like the power. I can absolutely do that. If I want to take a look at my base, I gotta scroll and then go up a little bit, right click it, easy. And then if I want to get out of this, I have a button for E as well. So pretty soon this week, I don't exactly know when. It's still a challenge for me to record the keyboard itself, but I do want to play vanilla Minecraft with just the piano. So that's going to be a little bit of a planning thing. I just wanted to show you guys this fun stuff. Okay. So it's like I said, we have enough throughput to produce fuel as long as the DTPF is not held up. Once it's held up, that's it. So just to avoid having to do a backup, because we did do work, I got the other donuts set up. I don't want to restore the backup, so I'm not going to stress the DTPF right now. I should be able to continue this though. So you say modal transitions, but I don't know that much music. I kind of understand it. My brother is the one that does a lot more music than I do, though. It's like different kinds of scales, right? Something like that. There's this whole. I keep hearing the words like Nickelodeon or something like that. It's Mixolydian, I think. There's a bunch of fancy words, but I don't understand it. But I have some simple concept of like the more music theory side of things. The different whole note and half note changes between notes, basically. Yeah. Music theory is just a wild topic. Like I'm an engineer, but I don't think I could understand music theory. That stuff is complicated. No, these are Mark IIIs. I've just had them in storage for so long, and I need faster fusion production, so I'm just gonna put them back up. My fusion is so slow that I'm putting lower tier fusion reactors just to speed it up a little bit. I even changed how they get the fuel. It's similar to all the other spammed multi-blocks. You know, we have this, I'm fusioning it, dual interface, and they all pull from it. But it's on blocking mode because I'm scared of conflicts. But this is a lot faster. They look so pink. No. No. I can't. I ain't that rich. You saw me struggling with power just now. You think I'm rich to afford a compact Mark V? I appreciate though that you think I can afford such a thing. We'll get there one day though. Hey Killer, I'm not sure if I said hello. Welcome. There we go. All right, so we have 4 fusion donuts, and that's going to speed up our plasma crafting by a little bit. And if I check here, oh, okay. Yeah, I can't really tell the DTPF don't run because everything tries to run in there. But as long as it's hypogen, you know what? Make a bunch of hypogen. Get it all crafting at once. So that we can leave it running other things without worrying about it. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put these guys back because I don't want to deal with them. When you can make compact 5, you actually need 30 of them. Really? Cap. Probably means no in my language, so I'm not going. I'm joking. Don't break the beam line. Don't do it. This is just a border block that you don't really need. Okay. You know what? Let's stray away from the plasma mixer shenanigans. It's a very big lesson learned. You're not ready for wireless, but I am ready for tier 3 space elevator. Where the heck am I gonna put it? He only had 16, but also didn't get far into UXV. You say only like that's a little. I'm gonna put it right here. So how large is this man? 35? That's not the same. No, it's just slightly larger, isn't it? You only need it until Godforge parallels. 6 extra radius, is it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Assuming that's the last one. I'm gonna assume yes. So that is a Is that a 41 by 41? Is that how it works? No. If it's 6 extra radius, then it's plus 12. So 47 by 47, right? Wait, so Godforge replaces your fusion reactors? I didn't know that. Did I say 47 by 47? Don't tell me I'm already going to run out of space. And then plus 1 more, which is also 2 more. 47 by, or 49 by 49. Is that how large this thing is? I don't believe it. Oh, that's pretty cool though. I don't know why I'm denying that this is how large the space elevator has to be. Weather in Texas has been pretty cold, but not like super bad. There was definitely a lot of panic though. But we have every right to panic, right? I would say, because you guys, I don't know if you heard about what happened a couple years ago, where that whole big freeze happened, and it was pretty rough. We were talking about it a little earlier, but we weren't seriously affected. My family, hopefully, not hopefully. What's the other word? Fortunately, we were not that affected. Really, the worst thing I had to deal with was we did have a pipe burst. That was pretty funny. I had to fix it. Power goes up, things like that. Speaking of power, I'm joking. Yeah, it was pretty rough. But this year, I guess it hasn't been too bad. The last 2 years I was living on my own though, and it's not that bad for me either where I'm at. I will say though, a funny story. Talked about it a little bit earlier, but I'll talk about it again. I ordered Chili's yesterday, right? And so I'm from the South when I order fast food, thinking it's a normal day, and then I go outside to my car to go pick it up, and my car's frozen. I didn't even think that my car being frozen was a possibility, because that's never happened to me ever in my life. I've never had to deal with a frozen car. And I was just, standing there looking at my car like, what do I do? My food. So I wasn't even worried about it. I just wanted my chicken crispers. So me being me, I walked all the way to Chili's. Because, you ain't going to get between me and my chicken crispers. At the time, it was like in the 20s, yeah. Nah, I'm not a... Where the heck is the controller? 3. It's 3 this way. Center 3. Right here somewhere. Let me just put it down. I can figure it out. You get used to it when you're from Michigan. I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, Texas people are panicking over like weather that isn't that cold. And like it's just because we're not used to it. Just a couple of years ago, we've never seen snow in like 20 decades, and then all of a sudden we're getting snow every year. We're not used to it, and neither is the infrastructure, of course. So yes, people panic, but we have a reason to panic because of what happened a couple of years ago. It's cold, absolutely. It's like for me right now, it's 24. That's unheard of for me. Like I'm not used to it. And then like our normal temperatures are like, I would rather take 100 degrees instead of below freezing any day. Give me my hot weather. I want to go take a walk. I want to be able to drive to Chili's, pick up my chicken crispers without dealing with a frozen car. It was still pretty funny though. Like, and I mean frozen. Like the windows were iced. The what do you call it? The car door, the door handle. The man was frozen as well. This is not a. Oh, I have to set the motor. Got you. I'd like to take my walks, but like not in this weather. Not used to it. I don't know if I have the area big enough for this. Like I know we said it grows by 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this even right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have to move this thing by 3. So 1, 2, 3. It goes right there. You wear 3 to 4 layers. I don't even have that many layers. Is this how big it's supposed to be? You can hit the button inside. There's a button inside the controller? Really? Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, look at that. Okay, we got it. Go for it. Build it. It's 3x3 chunks. Nah, I don't care. Oh, okay. Hang on. Oops. I was watching. I do care. I didn't want to sound like I don't care. No, I appreciate the comment. I say I don't care as in I'm not following chunks. I think we talked about it yesterday or some other stream that it doesn't really matter anymore. I don't think. Build it. I'm pretty sure I have all the blocks I need for it. So one of the offending recipes that actually bricked my power was the Space Assembler Mark II. I tried. Let me type it correctly. Try to craft a Space Ass Mark II. It's like we can, but I think it's all the transcendent metal it needs. It's also the fact that I tried to pre-craft 1,000 UIV circuits. That's probably what it was. I think you have enough ingots probably. Yeah, but I do want to get more because I totally understand. Yes, the UIV stuff is painful. I remember you told me about it, like, oh, when are you gonna have 16 space elevators or something like that? I understand why you need that much now. So proxies are good to have. I'm probably gonna make use of them absolutely for things like the fusion reactor setup. So like if I go back over here. So basically proxies I can do similar things instead of this, right? Because usually I have like, oh, it goes into some buffer and then I'll pull from it. But with proxies, I can get rid of the system, right? Because it's still going to use just one channel. And I will be able to buffer the recipes without having to conflict. So yeah, proxies would be great. And I'm going to tell you right now, once I get access to proxies, I don't even know what that is. Once I get access to proxies, things are going to get spammed like crazy. Because now I'm going to have no excuse to not spam. Because one of the bigger challenges I had with dealing with spam was planning out the AE2 channels. But, you know, that one stream where we were setting this up, I got some really good information from all you guys about setting them this way, setting them up this way through a subnet. So proxies is gonna like really improve that. Space ass. You just did 16 maps today with proxies. Feels good. Just flexing that you have more than me. I get it. Have one. It's trying its best. Suggested to place block by using... Oh, neutronium frame box, you're out. Don't even know how much you need. 200, sure. Space elevator. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of bottlenecks. So right now, the major bottleneck is the DTPF. It instantly became the bottleneck as soon as I set it up because everything I'm trying to craft is so expensive. You are crafting hypogen, right? Yes, just craft hypogen. Lost my fuel. We're building up our fuel again, so as long as we have fuel, we have power. I won't really complain about that. We have frame boxes and we keep going. Right there. Okay. So I'm assuming, well, how many? So we're using the Motor Mark 3s, right? I didn't show this crafting at all. So just trust that I crafted it. It actually wasn't that expensive once you have the Transcendent and the Superfluid. But so how many things am I allowed here? It's 15, right? It's 15 total? How does this work? So, okay. I'm guessing the max tier is... I'm not sure how this works, honestly. I'm just going to keep adding things until it tells me. 1 ring plus 3. Okay, thank you. Okay. Speaking of pump, actually, one of the other solutions that I want to solve is... and I'll show you exactly what it is. Another reason why I want to continue with the space elevator, get rid of this one. I can't even scan this because I don't have enough computation. That's not where to go. So I need more computation. Oop. Okay. So I have to look into better research or a quantum computer. And isn't there like a cloud something? Is that even doable right now? Nope. No. I kind of want it though. Why you gotta gatekeep? So rude. So what kind of power should I give this? Should I just not think about it and give it a 64 amp energy hatch and call it a day? That's absolutely what I'm going to do. Or should it have lasers at this point? I don't see why it would need more than that much power. Unless you can convince me otherwise. 64 amp will get for a while, okay. So let's get the active transformer over here. I also have to keep in mind my base is actually okay, even though I was really low on power, because we have a massive buffer in these hatches. I forgot about that. So we were actually okay. We had nothing to worry about. Yeah, we're fine. We're still cutting it very close, though. High power casing. Yeah, I need more of you. Make 10 of you, and I drink water. Oh, that's crafting. Oh, you guys are not ready for that playthrough. I'm not ready either. I don't know how I'm gonna record it because there's not a lot of clearance from the top of my desk and the mic. That's the main issue. Yeah, no, I'm not too sure. Yeah, we'll probably just play it by ear whenever it happens. Also need a 65K UHV target. It goes over here. Where am I going to put the energy hatch? That's a good question. Go right here in the middle. Not so fun fact, I thought crafting up to 73 astro arrays was like eating glass, but the gate parts is just a week of nonsense so far. I totally get that though. I feel like this point of the pack it really snowballs. Oh yeah, you told me about these astro. Ew. So it's always been a question. I always bring it up. Like there will be a point where it's like, what do we do in between gate crafts? Because there's gonna be like a lot of waiting around, right? So like as a streamer, what do you do? I saw that. Well, I didn't see the playthrough, but I saw their post that they were able to do that. That's crazy. Did they post like a video about it yet? I just saw it post. There was like 12 dudes just like cramming it, right? That's crazy. It took them 22 days, but it takes me like 2.5 years. But when you know it's not a race, right? That's when you start building a base around your machines. Yeah, they probably just I don't know, just put a bunch of machines down and then I'm pretty sure like really the answer is like uh understanding what you need, a lot of planning probably, and parallels like crazy. Dudes ramming it, what are we talking about? What? That's what got you back in the chat killer? I mean, I won't judge. You do you. No, it's because so I guess you don't know too much about GTNH, right? But there's a pretty big like milestone that happened. And so this playthrough, this pack takes forever. We all know this, and this playthrough has been going on for like over 2.5 years. Well, 2 years and a month. And a lot of that time was because like I just didn't stream that much early on until October is when I really started to pick up the streams again. But there's these sickos that beat the pack, a group of them in 22 days. It was 22, right? I think it was 22 days. So what took me, which is gonna take me 2.5 years, took them 22 days, and that's just crazy. It was a group of 12 people, I think, and it's impressive, honestly. Like having that much knowledge over a game to get that, that far. And the funny thing is that these kinds of people, these sickos, and I mean that with like the warmest connotation, they're gonna do it again when the pack gets finished. And that's what I want to see. The pack ain't even finished. Put a dynamo hatch. I'll go ahead and put it. I guess I'll put it right here. Yeah, I also saw that on a post somewhere. They're like, oh, we could have done it faster, but we made mistakes. You made mistakes. You beat it in 22 days. That's wild. And I'm not trying to say like, I'm not mad at, or jealous at them. It's actually impressive. It's so cool. I would love to do a challenge runs. I think that's what I want to get into one day. Our challenge runs, and of course, beating the pack with music would be so cool, right? Maybe have a way like to get people to participate so that they can change note definitions so that I get confused along the way. Like somewhere in the middle of the stream, they can say, "Oh, high C is like spacebar now." That'll be funny. There's a lot of things I want to try, for sure. Okay. 64 amp energy hatch is completed. So before I actually connect the dude, I gotta make sure what I want to put into here first. And one of the things is actually getting the research computer down. So someone give me a too long didn't read. What's the best research computer I can build right now? As long as you get Eye of Harmony in less than 4 days. I don't even like. I can't even fathom, honestly. I sound like a big nerd saying that, but I can't even imagine how you're able to get something like that in 4 days. I recognize it's such a big team, but I don't know. It's just this, and this is coming from someone who's played the pack this far and hasn't even gotten to Eye of Harmony. How do you do that? Like parallels like crazy. So I slowly but surely want to move everything I have on this guy, move it over to the new setup. But before I do that, I do need to figure out a better research computer system. And I'm not sure how that's gonna look like because I'm not too familiar with research computers. With bio mainframe 16 full size. So bio mainframes. That's UEV circuits. 16 full-size quantum computers, stable voltage setup from Wiki. Should I just go for it? We're not going to use the wireless guy for a while, so maybe I can cram the computers here. Done enough space though. This is 1, 2, 3. This is a four block wide though. I don't want to put it there because it's going to make, no, it's not wide enough. I guess I'll put the computers over here. And with the UEV 65K laser, you can do all research till the end of the game. That's going to use all my power though. You said UEV or UHV 65K? You probably meant UEV. Not research station, it's a quantum computer. So I guess the first quantum computer I want to set up is for the space elevator. So how much computation does the mining need? Because I do have a mining module Mark III. Put that dude right there. 549 billion EU tick, okay. I guess it depends on what kind of computation. So the mining module doesn't really use that much computation, right? Well, this guy does. So should I just build one computer for this? I'm really only worried about the space elevator right now. I'm not going to do research, I don't think. Oh, also, isn't there like a... can I craft this into the other one? Anything I can do with this? No? Is it trash? I'm going to keep it as a trophy. There's an uncertainty resolution thing, right? But I can't get this until I make UMV circuits, which is... something. That's a little annoying. It's possible, though. Yeah, it is possible, but it's a little annoying to deal with. So you're saying I can just make UMV circuits right away? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, UIV energy hatches. That ain't gonna happen, though. Okay. So let's get a quantum computer setup going. How do I do this? Is this new? Never seen this before. I want to see the structure. Can I not see the structure? No? Oh, I guess not. So what I'm going to do is just copy paste this one. Planning, plan all manual. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and craft you. And then cooling core, I guess I don't have a recipe for you, or what? No. That is ass machine circuit 0. It's probably a lot more than that. But if I want more, I would just use a is this what people do? They share computing between all computers? Like, let's say space elevator with a research station, you just share it. People do that. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? But at that point, you probably want to use something like a switch, which I don't fully understand. I'm gonna be honest. You daisy chained them. Okay. Okay. How's the plan doing? Plan is pretty much done already. Okay. So I'm just going to build one. And you said, let me look at the wiki actually. Quantum computer. So you said bio mainframes. That's UEV. And I'm basing it here, and that's because it's like the best circuit to get. Optical, it does literally the same thing. So I would choose bio mainframes and the cooling, right? Yeah, 2 bios and 2 cooling cores. Got you. Okay, so how much of these, excuse me, computer racks do you have? That is 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can do this. Not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24. 12 times 2 is 24 times 2. 48. I got enough. And then cooling cores. I'm going to need 40 of those as well. 48 of those. I guess I'll just put it over here. I'll stand it up, sure. So it goes up to 16 blocks, and then how high is it going to go, though? Like this. Okay. That's all I needed to know. There you go. No. Don't want BioWare assemblies in there. Then these guys, don't go painting yourself. Not yet, at least. Can you wall share these? I don't think so, right? I'm not going to worry about wall sharing. I feel like that's going to break things. Oh, you can. Okay. How much power does this use? Is there like a power consumption? At most 64 UV. Oh, it's only UV. Oh, it's not bad then. I already have one. Okay, we'll keep the UV power right here and then in the corner. Okay, so each one is going to have 2 cooling cores and 2 BioWare mainframes. Like that, and then we'll go ahead and exchange. Right there. Select you, replace air. Oops, I did not mean to paint you. Did not mean to paint you either. I'm missing computer racks, okay. How much? 4. So is this the best setup? Because I am doing BioWare mainframes. And I guess I should copy paste. So that you have everything inside there. I think it'll work like that. Mark copy if I do this. And then mark paste. But edit stack. I'm gonna have to check each one of these just in case. cooling, or it did not have enough cooling cores. Thought it did. That's fine. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move the research setup here. And honestly, I may even have like some kind of warp. Best setup is once you get quantum circuits without costing 32 kidneys each. It was only 3 times the computation of these. How dare you call them cheap? These are expensive for me. Nah, they're cheap. I get it. I totally get it. Computer casing. All right, what I can also do is actually just go up here and finish the craft. Wait, did I build it off-centered? How big is this thing? Oh, you need air. That's what it is. Yeah, it's the air block. Why? Oh no. Why are you facing that way? How dare you? I don't want you to face this way. I'm just gonna build it by hand. Alright, so this is all computer casing, right? Yeah, sure. Oh, it's also the tier schematic. You're right, you're right. Dude, it's not even facing the right way, though. I can't tell. Is no direction I put it, like, good enough, or what? What kind of blocks do you want out here? Facing. I'm gonna scan it just to see what direction it's facing. If it even tells me direction, does it work like that? Extended facing up, counterclockwise, none, whatever that means. Oh, support server is struggling here. If I scan this one, up, counterclockwise, none. Okay, that's what it is. It's just the air blocks. Yeah, it's the air blocks. Yeah, okay. What do you mean? Oh, that's too many? Yo, I got my first bio mainframes. What are you talking about? Oh, you must be. Oh, you're all gonna be heat casings because I built it wrong. Trust that it'll finish. I know. What am I missing down there? Oh, you too. Hmm. Has problems. Shut down due to machine damage. You're not resolved. Here you go. Click it until it works because I don't understand it. Oh. Okay. Okay. No. No. Uh-huh. Oh. No. 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 Click that again. No. 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 Okay. Anyone get this? If anyone says that they actually understand this, I don't believe you. No, I'm almost there. Oh, come on. No. If you do it for a while, it has something to do with the shades of color. But like, I don't think anybody actually understands it. It has to be symmetrical with the shades along each quadrant and between quadrants. So it's like Sudoku. I'm gonna pretend like I understand what you just said. Symmetrical with the shades along each quadrant and between quadrants. Uh-huh. Oh, we got one more. New record. Oh, there it is. Easy. See, you doubted me. I don't get it. It's just a bunch of squares. There's absolutely like some stuff to it, but I don't understand it. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare ahead of time another active transformer. Okay, let me double check that every single one of these actually has power. So tonight I'm probably not going to do much else because I do need to let the base recover a little bit in terms of power. Now, who am I kidding? I'm going to ask it to make me the space assembler. I don't care. That's one of the first things I need to get going so I can speed up the playthrough a little bit. Yeah, but I'll hold off on this for tomorrow, but I am going to prepare another active transformer right here. We'll put it in line with this power bank right here. Right here. Yeah, I won't connect it right now, but we are a little bit low on time today. So we'll call it here. We made some interesting, not as much progress as yesterday, I would say, but we made a lot of discoveries, very important discoveries, especially with how the plasma mixer works and the fact that we cannot support it. So it looks like a long-term solution that I want to have is upgrading our supercapacitor. Well, first of all, we still need to work on power, but again, we have power is okay as long as the DTPF is not held up, which is a perpetual thing with how much stuff I need. So, but we can't run the plasma mixer yet. What I do want to look into is a UEV capacitor. And this one is going to pull 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 trillion. That's probably pretty good. But like, how reasonable is this? If I just want to craft these batteries. We're actually close to crafting it, but I'm not going to craft it until I get the space assembler next. Because it'll make a lot of the recipes cheaper, especially with this one. Oh, never mind. I can't craft it yet. I can't do that. That's not happening, but some of the other recipes are cheaper for sure. Like the energy clusters I can make cheaper and so on. So we'll get with that get that going. Have you level maintained the next 3 DTPF crafts? What are the next? Oh. Should I just craft them? Oh, you need the batteries though. The ultimate battery recipe is bait until the end, I figured. Yeah, I can see it. What the heck? That's funny. Tell you what, yeah, I think we'll focus on that. But I can make this recipe cheaper, the energy cluster at least. I can see the bolts and plus the star matter and all that fun stuff. So I can cheapify the energy clusters just for now. It is going to eat through space-time, but I'd rather it do that than... Well, what do you think is cheaper, actually? This is also hypogen. How expensive is space-time? I don't know if I want to do space-time. I'm gonna keep the recipe on the ass line, but I will upgrade the other one. Energy clusters are, yeah, ass line recipes. Okay, but I will get the energy modules at least because we can make hydrogen wire now. Then multiply it by 4 because I want it to be parallelized. And see how much cheaper that is. I want to try to craft like one of you, for example. Need bedrockium foil. I don't even know how that works. No, 10. And hydrogen wire. I feel like that's a lot cheaper. Okay. So if I want to get a DTPF, are you saying just get the next 3 of them? It's going to take a while. It's the hydrogen coil. It's all buffers that I need. And I don't even have a crafting thing that's big enough for this. I know I'm not going to need that many hydrogen coils, but... A little tricky to think about, right? I think first things first is another space assembler. Because I would love to have the proxy so I can craft everything much faster. So let's try crafting both an assembler and at least another DTPF. Because I would love to get the space assembler going. And then try to craft another DTPF. Well, I can at least craft the controllers. How about that? The controllers themselves are a little cheap compared to everything else. Oh, never mind. I don't have enough crafting plans. Can I increase the... Oh, it's because you're being taken up by this one. That's why. Get out of there. DTPF. 3 of them. There we go. 3 DTPFs. We'll see if our base struggles with this. I'll at least craft the controllers. I'll meet you in the middle. But do you know how many coils I'm going to need for 3 of them? Because they wall share... They wall share an entire corner, right? Like basically all of this. So the amount of coils they need is way less than 2112. Yeah, that should be way less. We can even go more cursed with octuple DTPF and put it upside down, but wouldn't worry about it. Everything will heat. Okay. Well, we can't even craft the hypogen coils, but I'll at least meet you in the middle and craft more controllers at least, and then we'll get the rest of it in pieces because it's gonna take a while regardless. But I would love the space assembler to get me started for next. Okay. It really is just parallelizing, right? There's so many bottlenecks now that we have to really parallelize. And then this one is also going to take a while. So the plan for tomorrow is to continue setting up the research computer and get the assembly Mark II going, at least. And then get more research computers so I can research the space pump and then start building those. All in all, and all while trying to craft more DTPFs. And I'll also do the math to see how much of those coils I'm going to need. I'm going to do some more crafting like in the morning whenever I check on it, because I absolutely need to do crafts. But I also don't want to craft everything at once because my base is going to struggle again with the hypogen. It was a little bit of a mistake to go wireless. I would have done everything if we had the buffer, but we don't have this buffer anymore. So we have to make do with what we got. Yeah, because even now we're consuming like 40 billion and we only produce 30 billion, so I'll check on this like in an hour and we'll see. And if anything else struggles, we should be okay though. Anyways, I think it's a good time to wrap it up for today. Sweet. So just a quick message to close it off. I appreciate everyone's time and support as always. And thanks for those in YouTube as well. It's kind of the first stream in YouTube that I've had in a while, but I will be continuing it. I'm going to look back at the VOD to see if anything got messed up, if any audio or whatever showed up, if anything I have to fix. And also again, keep an ear out or eye out on the whole piano stuff, because sometime this week I do want to have a stream where I'm playing vanilla Minecraft with the piano, so I think that'll be pretty fun. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night, take care, and bye-bye.